The once ordinary home of Sylvia Kalaba now stands as a grim reminder of the unexplained disappearance and death of her husband, George Kalaba. This is the house of 51-year-old Sylvia Kalaba, wife to George Kalaba Elias Zanako, whose skeletal remains were found on a bed in their house after 2 years of his disappearance. It is believed that any attempts by George's relatives to visit him in Garden Compound, where he stayed with his wife and 4 daughters, were met with endless excuses from his pals. But it wasn't just the loved ones who sensed something was amiss. Even the neighbors were suspiciously denied access to him. George's death has sparked shock and sadness among Garden Compound residents, with many recalling him as a peaceful, unassuming individual who seemed unlikely to be the victim of foul play. The community has expressed fear and dismay at the thought that such a brutal incident could occur in their neighborhood. The gravity of the situation has prompted residents to implore the authorities to conduct a thorough investigation, calling for justice to be served and the misery surrounding George's demise to be solved.
From 2023, somewhere July, August there, baleko kufuma mu nganda 2024 yonse we muno mkombo tatu abamonapo bazanako ba George Kalaba tatu abamonapo nomba mairo akachero walisa ba brother bawati therefore ape Kalaba zanako because here is known as Zanako therefore ape Kalaba zanako neo brother wabo kale na ishire nshamanda tayara afula so kyona kiko ashire basote atinyapa so ero baile konkonsha kulya abakashino atero baile konkonsha kulya mwana isa israketa nati mami banko baisa ataba kashofe baishirebo mwana ati lock the doors kyo bakomene TV so bali akonkonsheni mulamu si to baishireni na motoka yawo bayi. Then in the afternoon he came with the police kai bali ba consent. He came to see the brother nomba bamulamu tabalisu so to baishire mu afternoon. I'm not sure about the time but mu afternoon to baishire na police bakonkosha police tabalisu papa n'ekizanga abakashi n'abayikomena mu nganda mulya n'abekala n'abaana pobambira okulaba ebushama questions nombe pya mukati shishu kyo bali asuka but ocho twamwene fefe ichungulo kishinka kyalisa amoneka
atelo dabo atrafunza Zanako ayikuti nombati bachukapo ndonchito bati koma anshe wasunga mnyumba andio asanduka skeleton so telo dabo bachibururu akabwera bachibururu ambwera konkosha senzo choka bati bantu bamnyumba after vaenda futhi ambwera akapokora ndepa ambo pantula do after pantula do onse mnyumba wapeza mnyumba manje after wapeza ambo afunsa Zanako ayikuti koma anshe atawe tirapereka kuntu kanshi koma mnyumba Zanako antu ansanduka skeleton
bali bazanako shuwa community ino shuwa timashita chani kuti muntu azipaiwe akhale mu nyumba 2 years in the house awo chani baba maningi shuwa manje so manje apatiyambe kunkala vigilant kuziba kuti chite ngasaoneka ali kuti anaenda kutali na bandani sichamusha kuti mu community muntu wokufa azisungiwa mu nyumba. Then that woman almost succeeded kuti body I getting a read. How it's so heartbreaking, man. As me, as someone who knew Zanako personally, he was a good man.
Abama big fish. Bantu wauza. Tena muna bantu wanafa kamba chi ngomubecha ndramani. Yavokutia bantu ngombo limwe umugambo zunka kuma 10 ma 5 majibe kisa shiri wana machati banachoka nungwana bafunza kamba chati balichepu.
Meanwhile, Zambia Police Public Relations Officer Ray Hamonga says the skeletal remains of Mr. Kalaba were collected and deposited at the University Teaching Hospital mortuary, where a post-mortem will be conducted to ascertain the cause of the death.
Police officers rushed to the scene. Upon gaining entry, they made a gruesome discovery. The remains of Mr. George Kalaba were found lying on a bed reduced to a skeleton, suggesting he had been dead for a significant period. Mrs. Sylvia Kalaba, age 51, and her children, identified as Natasha Kalaba, age 19, Sarah Kalaba, age 22, Wendy Kalaba, age 27, and a female juvenile, age 15, were found inside the house and had locked themselves in. They have since been apprehended and are in custody to assist with investigations. The skeletal remains of Mr. George Kalaba have been collected and deposited at the University Teaching Hospital mortuary, where a postmortem will be conducted.
Neighbors and friends have, however, described George as a community-friendly and quiet person. Sharon Zulu for Millennium TV News in Lusaka.